Hello, it's me. I wanted to show you something. I am going through my refrigerator, and what I wanted to do for January, I wanted to use what I had in my refrigerator, my freezer, and my pantry, and avoid spending any money at the store except for necessities. I think sometimes it's good to challenge ourselves in that way. And so that's what I'm doing today. So I'm just doing a really quick video just to show you a few things that I have come up with just by going through my refrigerator. Now, I realize that other than when family is here, I'm just feeding myself. But you know what? I just want to give you some ideas to spark the ideas in yourself. I do this a lot, and I have done it. I did it when I was raising 4 children. So it's easy to do. It's nothing complicated about it. And just use your imagination, use your the mind that God gave you, and use what you have. So I guess this is a use what you have video, okay? So in keeping with simple food, simple life, I'm going to show you a few things. Now, the first thing that I did was last week I ate just some box mac and cheese and some peas and etc. for dinner. So I had some macaroni and cheese left. This is just a white cheddar, and I had some peas left. So actually I just combined them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo this, and I'll probably add a little bit of cheese to it. I've got a little bit of cheese left from New Year's, and I'll probably just put a little bit in there and doctor it up a little bit and make a whole new meal out of it. Plus that, I'm using what I have. It's the macaroni and cheese, it's the peas. It's going to be delicious. So I got that. Now, I had some eggs left. I've got a couple of eggs in this carton. This is a whole dozen worth of eggs. And around New Year's, the eggs at Aldi were 37 cents a dozen. So I picked up a couple of extra dozen. And I'm going to boil a few eggs today. And now the reason I'm boiling those eggs is because I can use them for a snack. I can use them for a quick lunch. I can put them in various dishes that I want to make. And I could even add a boiled egg to my macaroni. So it's just a way to keep a good healthy snack in the house, and plus that it keeps my eggs rotated, okay, and I get the good wholesome goodness out of those eggs. Now right here, I had boiled some potatoes last week. I've got this one large potato left, so I'm going to use him up. I'm going to put it in, you know, I can fry it, I can dice it, I can make a tiny batch of potato salad with those boiled eggs. That's, you know, it's just for me. And you'd be surprised what you can get out of just that one potato. I can incorporate this in soups. I can do so many really, really good things with it. So I'm going to use that potato this week too. I've got a little bit of cottage cheese left in the bottom of this carton. So I'm going to make sure that I use that up. I'm going to pull that forward in my refrigerator so it doesn't get shoved to the back. And I know that I can use that. And it'll make a nice side dish for myself. I've got right here, I had 3 very, very sad. They were the saddest looking green onions you have ever seen. They were spindly. So I just cleaned them up. I sliced them up, and I'm going to use these. These make a nice garnish or to put on top of soup, or perfect amount just to throw into a salad of some sort. If I made a potato salad out of this potato and a couple of boiled eggs, I could put these in that potato salad. So I'm not going to waste anything. And that's part of using what you have. Use what the good Lord gave you and use it up. And don't waste it. Some people would look at those sad onions and say, oh, those terrible. No. Clean them up. Use them. So, and in here, what have I got in here? In here, I've got I actually have 2 slices of pineapple, canned pineapple. I can use this pineapple in various ways. I can put it in a salad. I can eat it with some cottage cheese on top of it. I can just do so many things with those 2 little bitty slices of pineapple. 2 whole slices. with some juice. And there was more juice than that left, as there usually is in canned fruit. So I just simply put that in another container, and I can use it to put in stir fry. Just tons of stuff that you can use this for. Okay, so now what have I got in here? Because I have odds and ends of fruit, and I don't have any one specific thing of fruit left, what I have in here, I had one sweet potato that looked a little sad and lonely, and he needed some TLC, and he needed some company. So I had a poor little pathetic apple. So I put them together so they can get to know each other, and I'm going to cook them together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook them in a little bit of, probably a little bit of butter, and not very much, and put a little cinnamon on there. And oh, they're going to taste so good together and be so wholesome, so delicious, so nutritious. So that's what I'm going to use those for. And I might put in a little pineapple in there too. I don't know. Sky's the limit. You know, sometimes I get crazy. Okay. So what have I got in here? Oh, this is a surprise. In here, I've got the ends and pieces and leaves of celery. And that celery is going to go into something good. I can put that in soup. You know, when you see things like that, you just let your imagination go crazy. I could put it in soup. I could put it in salad. I could throw it in a casserole. I could turn my mac and cheese and peas into a casserole and pop that in there. Oh my gosh. And there's so much nutrition in these leaves of the celery and those little ends and pieces that a lot of people discard. Don't throw them away. They're there for your use. So, all right, now then. Oh, what have I got in here? What I have in here is this. I just did up a few, the better pieces of the celery, and I cut them in, you know, just a couple of bite size. 2 bites is probably what's in that. I had some cauliflower left from a vegetable platter on New Year's, and I had some radishes, and so I just put them all in there together, and I put a little paper towel on the bottom to kind of help absorb the moisture. It keeps them fresher longer. So throughout my week, if I feel munchy, I'm just going to grab this and grab a few pieces of that. And it's good, it's wholesome, and it's good for me, and it helps me get my vegetables. I'm an older person, and I think you got to be careful about your nutrition when you get older. And because you want to feel good, you want to feel great, and you want to be able to participate in all those family things and be healthy. So, and keep your energy. That's the important thing too. So, all right, I got those to nibble on. Oh, and look what I have here. I have some spinach. Now, I did rinse the spinach. I put some paper towel. I'm going to put a new paper towel in there to absorb the moisture. And this has still got enough life in it. I can use it for a salad. Or I can put it in a stir fry. I can just saute it with a little bit of, oh, how about if I sauteed it with a little bit of that green onion? Oh, wouldn't that be good? It would be delicious. Or maybe a couple of pieces of cauliflower. I'm telling you, you can just, your mind just begins to broil and boil with all sorts of really good ideas. So I'm definitely going to use that up. I don't want to waste that. I want it to be good and it's good for me, so I want to be sure and use it. So I will be using that. I'll probably be using some of that today. And look here. Here we go. This is where it's really, really neat. I just have this sectioned plastic container here, and I had an orange and I had an apple, and I just wanted to use it up. So I decided that I'm just going to use this apple up, and I trimmed it just to make sure that there wasn't any bad spots on it. And I have some delicious orange sliced up here. Well, how handy to be able just to go to the refrigerator, grab this when I'm feeling a little bit snacky, and grab a couple of vegetables and raw vegetables, and keeps your old digestive system pumping. So there you go. That's just to give you kind of an idea. Now, I've got other things in the freezer. I've got some vegetable broth cubes. I've got some chicken that I cut up. It was some chicken breasts that were on sale, very, very cheap. Dollar, what was $1.69 a pound or something like that at Aldi's. It was really inexpensive, and I brought them home and trimmed them up and cut them, and I got 3 bags of chicken in my freezer from that. So, you know what? It's just a little work, a little effort, a little thought, and this is a lot of food. So I'm going to get busy here. I'm going to boil up my eggs. I'm going to get them going and get them in the refrigerator so I can have some eggs to munch on when I get a little bit hungry. And oh, and another thing I did this yesterday. I want to show you this real quick. I made up a jar of granola, and I just made it myself. It's got some dried fruit in it, and it's got some sunflower seeds and oatmeal. And when I want a little snack, I'm just going to grab some of that too. So, oh gosh, isn't it great? You know, the Lord is good. He gives us all these wonderful tools and gives us things that we can use. And He's given us our minds so that we can think about how to do things. So I want you to think about, look at your food in a whole new way. Think how you can use it up so that you don't waste. And if I can do this, you can do it. You know you can. Okay, I love you, and I'm going to see you next time. You just remember that little is much when God is in it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Other people need to know this stuff too, don't they? Sure they do. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for watching Simple Food, Simple Life. Please like, subscribe, and share.